Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show how SDX works. First, now I have no slices on exogeni. First, let's create a React server. Create React. We can check the log. Okay, now the React server is ready. Copy its IP address and configure this in the client in the SDX and SDX client configuration file. Then we create the SDX slice. And we also create 3 client slices. We modify the IP address of React server. So the first slice is C1 and is in QEMU. Its IP prefix is 192.168.10.1/24. And we create another slice. C2 in Florida. One, two, 8, 1, 9. Okay. And another slice on Star Night. And the IP address of this slice is 30.1/24. Okay, the first client slice is ready, and now we can use its SIF server to post the necessary scripts. In real application, we need to use separate SIF server for different principles. But for now, since we already have all the private keys in the C1's SIF server, we can use this SIF server to post the scripts for all principles like SDX and SDX client. Oh. Wait. Since now the as we can see before that the two clients are using the same hash, so these scripts need to be adapted to for this case. So and I don't want to do this now, so we can disable safe and try the demo to show that the routing works. Since the safe authorization is only used for authorizing the stitching request and authorizing the user's IP prefix, so that doesn't matter. Now the SDX slice is also ready. We can start the SDX server now. And we use -n option to disable safe. That means we allow all stitching requests and we accept all advertised prefixes. We can have a look at its log. Now it is getting the GPID of the OpenVIS switches from the SDX NICE. Okay, now it is keeps connecting to the Plexus server. It seems that the Plexus server is not ready. Let me check this. The connection is refused. So the Plexus server didn't come up this time. Let me check what happened. The IP address is this one. So we can show. Actually, the Plexus server is running. Let's log on to the node. Okay, yeah, the server is not up. Maybe let's just restart the SDX server again. Let's build it first. Oh, I think I forgot to build the SDX Plexus. Oh. Rerun it. Okay, so now when we sorry, I think there is another SDX server instance running on my desktop, so I need to so it failed this time and I need to restart it again. So when we restart the SDX server, it will try to launch the Plexus controller. So if we found that the Plexus controller is not up, we can restart the SDX server, then it should work. This doesn't happen very often. Okay, the server has started now. Now let's try to stitch the two customer slices. Let's first stitch the slice. Let's stitch C1 to this server. We use -n to disable thief and the command is stitch C node 0 to SDX C0. Note that the C1 is on the timeview rack, and we need to and the C0 in SDX SNICE is also on timeview rack. So we stitch the SNICE C1 to node C0 in SDX SNICE. Now it first tries to get the stitching GUID from the from exogeni, and after that it will send the stitch request to SDX, and we already see it here. We can also stitch another SNICE, say Starlight, the SNICE as Starlight. C3 Starlight stitch C node 0 to SDX C2. In the SDX SNICE, C2 is on Starlight rack, so we stitch the Starlight SNICE C3 to node C2 in SDX SNICE. Here we can see that the SDX client has already got information from response for stitching from SDX server and set the IP address of the new interface on the customer node to this one. And when we advertise routing to SDX server, we need to use this IP address as the gateway. C1. We also disable safe route. The first parameter is the IP prefix of the client SNICE. For C1 it is 10.1/24. The gateway should be this one, 32.2. 33.2, and the router on SDX SNICE for this this customer SNICE is digit 2 is C0. Okay, advertise the route. Okay, the SDX SNICE says that it has received the advertisement for this prefix, and we then advertise the SNICE 3's C3's IP prefix to the SDX server. So the gateway here is 34.2, and the router in SDX SNICE is C2. Okay, the SDX server says that this is also received, and the connection between the two prefixes is a node. In this way, it has already configured the routing with Plexus. We can see here that it runs these commands to configure the routing on the entry on the Open vSwitch. So now if we log on to the customer node, then we should be able to ping between these two IP prefixes. Let's try it. We log on to C1 in CNode 1. Here we can only ping from CNode 1 since the CNode 0 is considered as a router, and when we ping from signal 0, it will use the gateway address like 32.2, and we don't have routing entry for this IP address in the SDX server, so we can just use the node 1, node 1. And we have already used the Kaga to configure the routing within the customer's NICE, so we are able to ping from this NICE directly and don't have to worry about routing in customer's NICE. Let's log on to this node. We can see that the IP address of this node is 10.2. Let's ping 30.2. Okay, it works this time. Great. We can also log on to another node. Log on to the node on C3. Log on to this one. And we ping to the 10.2 address. Doesn't work. I don't know why. Let's try TCP dump and ping from this. That's weird. I don't know why we can't see the traffic at this. I don't know why we can't ping from 30.2 to the 10.2 address. Let me just log on to the signal 0 on SNICE C3 and see if we can get the traffic. Still no? Okay, still no. I cannot explain this, but we can just leave it here and try connection between C1 and C2 first. Now I haven't stitched. Do I? Oh, I haven't stitched the SNICE C2 in UFL to the SDX NICE yet, so the pin shouldn't work. Okay, doesn't work, and the pin between the third SNICE and the second SNICE also won't work, as we can see here. And now let me stitch the second customer SNICE. C2 UFL to the SDX NICE. Stitch C node 0 to SDX to C0. So we can see that the C3 node on SDX NICE is on the Florida rack. Okay, then now let's advertise the prefix. Route. The prefix is 20.1/24, and the gateway is 35.2. And the router on SDX NICE is C3. Okay. And we can see in X server that the connection between 10.1 and 10.20, 30.1 and 20.1 are allowed. That means so hopefully we can pin between those prefixes. This is 10.2. Let's try to pin 20.2. Great, it works. And let's pin 20.2 from 30.2. This is the SNICE. This is the third SNICE. Its IP address is 30.2. Where? Here. Let's pin the 20.2. Doesn't work again. Let's log on to the node on C2 and try to pin C3 and see if it works. Let's pin 10.2 first. It should works, and 30.2 doesn't work. Let's pin 10.2 again and try and capture the traffic here to make sure that it is from the 20.2. Yeah, we can see that we can get the traffic from this node. So it's indeed the connection between the SNICE C1 and the C2. And the problem now is why we can't connect SNICE C3 to SNICE C1 and C2. And it's weird that I can pin from SNICE C1 to SNICE C3. Still works. And we can see that the TTL time between SNICE C1 and C2 is about 60 milliseconds, and the time between C1 and C3 is about 40. We can see that C1 is stitched to Okay, how to C1 is stitched to C0 here, and C2 is stitched to C3 here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 5 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4 hops between the two customer SNICE, and there are 1, 2, 3 hops between C1 and C3. C3 is stitched to C2, and C0 is stitched to C0. C1. Oh, sorry. So I think the TTL is kind of correct, but I don't know why we can pin and we cannot dump the traffic here. See. close this. Why we cannot dump traffic here? Oh, no, nothing. It still doesn't work. Okay, thank you for watching. So now the problem is I can pin between the C1 and the C2 that is stitched to the two endpoints of the SDX slice, but cannot stitch to the slice, talk to the slice in the middle. Now let me delete the link between SDX and C3 first, and see if we can still pin from 10.2 to 30.2. It's totally weird to me. So the stitch port for the third slice is this one. Let's delete it. Maybe I don't know if I delete this stitch port, if there will be problem with the routing configurations. So I may just delete the node in customer slice. We still have leave signal 0 here since it is stitched to SDX, and we delete the signal 1. The signal 1 has the IP address 30.2. If we delete it, then the pin shouldn't work. Now the pin shouldn't work. Try again. Still there. Why? Could it be possible that the address 192.168.30.2 address is belongs to some other internal routers on exogeni? So let me try to use another prefix for the third slice and do this experiment again. Let me add another node. Add another node to it. Oh, okay. I will just delete this slice and create the third slice again. Let me delete this slice. And we also need to delete the link that is stitched to the previous slice here. Delete it and submit the changes. Oh, I know. I can't use the 30. I can't use this 30.2 address since I configured the internal IP addresses on SDX nice to this one. So that explains why it can't work. So hopefully if we use another address like 40.2, then everything should be fine. Oh, and it also explains why we can pin from the from slice C1 to this 32 address, since this 30.2 address is in the SDX slice. So and then if we pin from the customer slice to this IP address, then it will get response from the router in SDX slice. I think there is no need to. Oh, okay. Now let me just do it again. Let me just create another slice with another IP address and show that it works. We need to edit this configuration file and we change it to use like 40 address. Create the slice again. Okay, we can see that this stitch part to slice this array that we used in the previous step is already being deleted. Since in the since we have already advertised the IP prefix 30.1/24 to the SDX server, so I'm worried that something might be wrong if we keep using this one. So let me restart the SDX server. Okay, another client is ready. First let me stitch this nice C3 to the SDX nice. Disable save and stitch signal 0 to SDX at C2. Connection refused. Why? Stitch signal 0 SDX C2. Let me try again. That's weird. This shouldn't happen. build the code. SDX client config C3 as error. Stitch C0 to SDX at C2. This should be okay. Okay, seems that this time it works. I don't know why it doesn't work before. Okay, we received the stitch request. And then in the log of SDX server, we can see that the link is created and is ticketed. Okay, before we advertise the route, let's also log on to the 3 different customer node. Split. This is the node in C1. C2. And C3. And now let's we can pin try to pin the prefix before pin between the customer's NICE before we make the routes. Now they all doesn't work, and let me advertise the prefix of C1 first. Let's change G4 and the gateway for C0 should be how do I? should be 33.2, as we can also tell the IP address from the name of the stage port. 30.2 and SDX C0. This is the prefix for customer NICE C1. Now nothing will happen since SDX knows only C1's IP prefix. We need to know the pairs to configure the routes. Next, let me advertise the C3's IP prefix. C3 Chicago SL. And its prefix is 40.1/24, and the gateway is 34.2. Okay. It should work. Oh, sorry, it's not C0, it's C2. Okay, well, let me restart the SDX server. Let me advertise the prefix for C1. Okay, and the prefix for 3 here, we should specify the router. Okay, great. Now we can see that we can pin from the third NICE to the first NICE, and okay, and then let me advertise the route for the prefix for the second NICE is 20.1, and the configuration file is C2 UFL. Yeah. Okay, now all the 3 slices can pin between each other. Great. Thank you for watching, guys. And this video is not perfect. I made a lot of errors, and I think I may do a better video next time. But for now, you may just follow this one. And I think it's also good that I made those errors in the video, so it might help you if you made the same error. Okay, thank you.